The Let's Go Surfing episode 5, and I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0, go! Alright, pumped up for this. Hopefully, though, nothing bad happens to anyone, but you never know, though. The previous episode didn't on off on a, pretty dang intense and epic, cliffhanger. And who knows, the series might actually consider throwing a curveball, all things considered. And I'm surprised it's not bouncing off of the cliffhanger of the previous episode, though. I mean, it has a cute little start, I ain't gonna lie. I just hope, though, that this means that everything's fine and no one died. I'm gonna cross my fingers. Only because if, say, Masaki's friend died, and it goes through without showing his reaction to the death of his friend, I'm gonna be pissed off because I'm gonna be thinking that could have been in a super emotional moment. That could have really enhanced the series. And if they skip the reaction, any potential reaction to the death of his friend, I'm gonna be annoyed. Aw, this is looking cute. Aw. Feel bad for the doggo, though. Because you can tell how much he was really hoping to get that walk. Aww. I mean, just going by the tone of the episode, it doesn't seem like anything majorly bad happened. Who knows? I mean, it's not that at the very least see Tanaka happy right now. Barely out, on time. As long as he's on time, it's all good. Doesn't matter by how much. I like how already it's emphasizing the void too that they have to deal with. Aww. Oh, but there is a chance Tanaka might not know what went down too. I don't know what's with the sad somber music though. Could also be that his friend just happened to move away too. Maybe that's why it's had sad somber music. That can only be my guess. You know, scenes like this would have a lot more gravity if the series wasn't just skipping almost everything in its opening episodes. I'd be like, damn, because if they actually built up the characters, I would probably be like, damn, it's so sad to see all these boys separated. Here, though, it feels a little bit hollow. Just due to the lack of build-up. Because this is honestly the series' biggest weakness. It doesn't know how to slow things down. One bit. Only knows how to rush. Run, and that's it. It doesn't know how to pace itself. No, this is looking cute the way it's trying to lead the way. Oh, this is looking cute, Scotchy. Aww. Like how Scotchy doesn't give a fuck with what Masaki wants to do. I'm assuming there's gonna be a reason for this, though. I don't think he would disobey Masaki for no reason, though. And that's gonna be my guess. Huh. I mean, yeah, you probably should go for it. I mean, if his coaches told him to do it, he might as well go for it. Hey, that's a pretty damn good English right there. Makes sense though. I mean, he is preparing to go to Hawaii pretty soon, so he's gotta make sure he's proficient with English at least to a certain extent. I like it. Hey, the surfing sequences actually look a little bit better now. At least the CGI doesn't look super awkward. At least in that cut, because you can see Tanaka's hair move naturally as he's running the wave. And he's still doing the fucking. Aww. Aww. Doesn't matter his coach, he wants to see some surfing. If I were him, I would spoil the fuck out of my time. But fine, I'll let you watch a bit of the surfing. But then again, I'd fall easily for them puppy eyes. Those are my weakness. I'd be like, if the dog is doing like those cutesy little puppy eyes, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go with what the doggo says, you know? Or what the doggo wants, I should say. It would have to be at least a little bit more accurate. Hmm. I'm assuming he keeps on walking there because he naturally, oh yeah, he naturally misses his friend, I guess. But the thing is, though, we don't see Tanaka react, so is Sho really dead or did Sho move? Hmm. And why hasn't Tanaka commented on it too? Like, why didn't Sho show up in class? And that's what kind of makes things feel a little bit unnatural. You would think with the bond that Sho, Masaki, and Tanaka had, but I don't know, you would have had maybe one of them mention it already? Oh, going by the way he's reacting, I'm gonna assume that Tanaka is dead, though. I don't think he'd be reacting that way if... Not Tanaka is dead, I meant to say Sho is dead. My bad. I don't think he'd be reacting that way if Sho was still alive. Hmm. And plus, with the way Skochi is reacting, too, I don't think he'd be taking... He would have taken our boy to a trip on the beach if it wasn't for any other purpose, you know? Because dogs, they can pick up on things sometimes. Okay, I hope he doesn't do anything batshit insane to himself, though. Yeah, but the thing is, though, it was a part of his life. He enjoyed surfing. That's the thing that every surfers have to deal with. I wonder if it's gonna then I would have never felt pain. Yeah, I had a feeling I was gonna say something like that. He wouldn't have felt the pain of Sho passing away. It's definitely implying that Sho died. But the series hasn't given up a straight up answer on that yet. Oh. Good. Hope he realizes that suicide isn't the answer because. Talk about an ass save right there. Maybe he'd be saying it now, but I think if once he recovers, he'll love surfing again. Probably because she'll feel overconfident in his abilities. That's gonna be my guess. It even has the best of us, where we bite a bit more than we can chew sometimes. Yeah, that's probably it. If something would have happened, they all would have been in danger too. I think he's. I mean, I'm not gonna blame him for saying that, but he's probably saying that because of the pain right now. The thing is, though, show he died doing what he loved. All right, good. Because I was thinking, there's no way he can completely hate surfing. It's just the whiplash from losing a loved one. Even though this isn't necessarily what I want, at least we're seeing some of the grieving process at the very least. Oh, and I actually love that bit of character development from Tanaka right there too. See him act like a nice emotional figure towards Masaki. He's the type of friend that you can't find just anywhere else. God, I mean, that scene was pretty fucking good right there. Oh! Wonder if they're gonna also in honor of Show or something. Feels like it. It's a possibility. Again, that scene would be so much more powerful if they didn't skip the scenes involving all the other surfers. Don't get me wrong. The scene where you see Tanaka comforting Masaki was actually really good. I think if they would have shown Show for more episodes, though, I actually would have probably felt like there were onion ninjas in my room. I mean, you know the good thing about night sequences too? They can actually kind of disguise some of the flaws of CG. So this actually works in the favor of the animators. Alright, not bad, not bad. At least the CG is getting a little bit better this week. Oh, it's actually nice to get to see them imitate some of the stuff that Show used to. That's actually a pretty cool touch. And like that close up of the legs too. It makes the surfing sequences just look so darn dynamic. Now that's how you do a visual callback right there. Yeah, it's as if Show Spirit is calling out to Masaki to keep on surfing. Feels like it with the surfboard still floating. That's another thing I wish too. I wish they would have shown the reaction of Masaki's family to show stuff, considering how much appreciation Masaki's sister had for Sho. You know? That's another thing the series kind of lacks sometimes. Don't get me wrong, the episode's good, but it could have more emotional impact if it would have had more build up. And better execution too. I like how even the dog barks in consent to that. Damn, that was quick. But you know what? I don't mind them actually going through the school sequences fast, though. Considering that the emphasis on the series should be the surfing. Hmm. Oh, I like the little whimper from the doggo, too. I should say Escochi. I mean, Masaki is kind of reckless sometimes, too, though. I mean, the other guy is English Town, too. And plus, I mean, like, yeah, I wouldn't blame him. I heard Kawhi has some kick-ass waves, too. Aww. Hey, it's only fair that he treats his sister to some stuff. He is the older brother. And little sisters deserve to be spoiled. And we all know why he says that, because Iskochi has taken our boy for some walks, and oh, I actually love that right there. Just seeing the bromance between Tanaka and her boy. Damn, the way the trains are rendered actually look pretty damn solid. Hmm. They actually did a really good job here on the trains. Only wish they did a good job on the writing too. Now this one kicks ass. If there's anything in the series that I really dig, it's the voice performances and the music too, where I can just have a insert song that elevates something that's normally mundane into something that's really fun. Down, down, Oh. Hopefully we get to see some nice new quirky characters. Yeah, it actually was nice seeing his determination there in the first episode. I give him gives a little bit more emotion there. It's pretty damn cute if you ask me. Son! Okay, I think there are you though. I think it's in a little bit of an overabundance of flashbacks, if you ask me though. I can only hope this means they're using all these flashbacks to have some kick-ass surfing sequences in future episodes. That's going to be my assumption. Alright, sometimes life does have a tendency of having some nice surprises though. So, man, this song is fucking good. I'm gonna have to listen to the full version of it whenever it comes out. And finally, it looks like the flashbacks are over. Because honestly, I think they overutilized a few flashbacks here. Hey, maybe they can finally give Yuta and Kyosuke some nice characterization. That'd be some pretty dang. That'd be pretty dang kick-ass. Hmm. He's probably gonna want to feel up the waves, knowing Masaki. Mm-hmm. To surf. Yep. Fucking knew it. And you know, I wouldn't blame the man either. I mean, hey, that's actually a cute little scene there. He's moving forward. He's overcome the grief. I like this. Oh, that's it. All right. I gotta say, as uneven as the episode felt, because I would have loved to have seen the immediate reaction to Show's death, and I felt that the material in this episode could have been split into two episodes. I think the episode did enough for what it had to, at the very least, in my opinion, get an 8 out of 10 from me. Because I still thought it was above average, and let me explain why I think it's above average, despite it feeling a bit uneven in some instances. The reason why is because, for one, I still felt some sadness when it came to the death of Sho. Because they at least gave him enough build up to where his death, I'm like, you know what? I still felt something. Because the moments where he was in the anime, he was charismatic, he was likable. He had the epic feat of saving the life of Masaki, so that's what made him memorable. And then on top of that, I liked it from a story standpoint because it had some nice comedic sequences too, like when Iskochi was dragging around Masaki to potentially surf. I thought that was a nice emotional and comedic touch. The goodbye sequence between Masaki and his friends was actually really darn good too. And that's what I thought this episode had some nice story beats, if you ask me. Shonyon Magic. Ah, it even sounds like a fun title too. And aside from that, something else I also really dug about this episode too. I actually dug the fact that for this one, this episode also did a fantastic job too. And at the very least is utilizing flashback sequences as well when you had all their friends also surf and imitate some of Show's moves in honor of him. That was a nice little tribute there. And that's why I thought this episode, despite it feeling rushed, did well for itself. Naturally, though, it would have been optimal to see Masaki's sister Sakura Tanaka react to the immediate death of Sho. That way, it would have been like, oh shit, this is fucking sad. But, I mean, hey, what can you do? There really isn't much you can do there. But yeah, that's where I felt. Because if they'd have done that, this episode would have been 10. That's worthy instead. Hell, I feel this material could have been spread out to 2 episodes. Which is honestly how the series feels. Like a lot of the stuff they shot feels like they could be spread to like 2, 3, 4, even 5 episodes. With the way it just breezes through plot points. And that's why I felt this episode, despite it having some positive elements, I can only limit my rating at an 8 out of 10. Now, aside from that, from a production value standpoint, at the very least, the CG in this episode doesn't feel as cheap as the previous episodes. Yes, when it's in the super close-up sequences, the CG does fall apart a little bit. But, at the very least, it isn't anything that's horrendously offensive where it's like a sin to humanity of the CG. So I gotta give it some credit for, at the very least, maintaining some consistency. And the 2D animation itself was nice. So I will have to give it credit there. As for the music, it was actually fucking epic. Even though, yes, the production values are uneven, and yes, the writing's uneven, the vocal performers and the whoever's in charge of the music, they do a fantastic job. They bring it each and every week, which is shocking for a series like this to have such amazing music. It just boggles the mind. But yeah, that's why I rationalize the episode an 8 out of 10. Feel like it's material that could have been a 10 out of 10. It was better paced, but regardless of what it had, was pretty much good enough to warrant an 8 out of 10 for me. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I would actually love to hear your thoughts on how you feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe if you do not want to miss my reaction to the next episode. And thank y'all so much for watching my video, y'all, and I hope y'all have a fun, great, safe, and fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.